Okay, perfect. All right, so now we got the stream pushed up now. So I'm about to go ahead and send the link out. So give me 1 second. Perfect. All right, so now we got the stream. All right, perfect. So for everybody that's on the live stream, welcome. Because can everybody see my stream? I mean my screen? Write in the comment section if you can see my screen clearly. And we're gonna wait about 2 more minutes to let everybody else hop on here. Just so we could give it enough time for everybody to jump on. So let me know if you guys can see my screen. Okay, perfect. Everybody said they can see it. Perfect. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be going over the setups that we see in the overall market. Similar to how pretty much I did the last couple calls on my mentors platform. She's not doing any markups this week, so I just said that I'll just go ahead and drop some markups. You guys were asking about, well, you guys said that you wanted to do the overall Zoom call on YouTube instead of me just dropping the screenshot. So today we're going to be talking about the setups this week, what to expect, and then I'm going to be going over a few trades as well. And then if we get a lot of good feedback from this overall call, then I might start to do this every couple of weeks or every week, just depending on the feedback from you guys. So let me know what you guys think about in the feedback in the chat once we finish up with this call. So I know that there is kind of like a 10 to 15 second lag between me asking a question and then you guys being able to respond in the actual comment section. So if I ask a question and then it gets quiet, just bear with me because I know, like I said, there's a lag behind it before you guys hear it on your end. Does that make sense to everybody? You can comment in the comment section. Okay, so it's looking like it's about a 15 to 20 second lag behind it. So like I said, if it is quiet, then you guys will just have to bear with me. So here we have gold set up, this gold trade right here, right? So for gold, last week we talked about gold buying up to this area of resistance right here. We spoke about this last Sunday, and I was saying I was looking for the gold buys to come up here to the zone and then to see what price did. So for last week, the trade was pretty much this setup here. We had this impulse and we had this correction, and then we had this overall continuation. Price then hit this negative 27, and that's why I only have this long position going up to this negative 27, because I was trying to see if price was going to respect this level or if price was going to break through and then continue pushing up. As you can see, we then pushed up here at this through this negative 27 very aggressively. So if you were in this trade and you just had a trailing stop loss, then you really took advantage of this, because this even pushed past our negative 61.8. So with that being said, then we could have just adjusted this fib, adjusted this high to here. And then we can see here that this was just a 23.6 retracement. And then price hit negative 27, negative 61.8 based off of that fib right there. So where we at right now, we can see that we ended the week with this very aggressive push down. So we had this pretty much this small consolidation period here. And then we had a break of this overall level of support here. We had a break, and then we had our retest to confirm this. And then we sold down to this negative 61.8. So being that we are at this negative 61.8 now, we all know that, well, not all, if you're new to this call, negative 61.8 is pretty much a reversal level based off of our overall Fibonacci. So if you've been following my calls for a while or my videos, then you'll know negative 61.8 is reversal, right? So here we have this negative 61.8, and then also we're kind of sitting at this level inside this kind of like this little support / resistance zone here. So I'm gonna be looking for price to push back up into this green zone, and then we need to see what price is gonna do from here. So the reason why I'm looking for that is for two reasons, right? So first reason is that we had this negative 61.8. Of course, negative 61.8 means reversal. And then also we had this very aggressive push down that broke these lows here, but we never really had like another retest of those levels that got broken at this low right here at this 0. So I'm gonna be at least looking for price to come up into this zone, which is a level of resistance. And then I want to see what price does from there. So if I need to get closer to price, I can go ahead and then draw this trend line here. And we can see that we broke this trend line, but now we need to make sure that we break this most recent lower high point. So for you guys that's new, if you are new to structure, then it's super important that you understand, like, okay, what are lower lows and lower highs that are being formed. So if I look at this downtrend structure on this 15-minute, price is really aggressive, but price was forming lower lows and lower high points here all the way down on this minor structure. But we can see here, we haven't had this most recent lower high point being broken, even though we had this trend line that got broken. So we need to make sure that we have an actual break of this minor structure, lower high point here, and then we could look to carry it up into this zone right here. But first we have to break this. If we don't break this and we just come to this dotted line and we reject, then we could look for a price to then continue pushing on down. But like I said, I'm looking for a price to at least come up into this green zone and then potentially come all the way up into this trend line. And the reason why price could come to this trend line is because, one, we are at this monthly level. So that's just an indication that we could have consolidation. And then also we have, if we look to the left, we see all of this right here to the left that shows a lot of consolidation in this area. So price could then reflect and kind of mirror that price and have a lot of consolidation inside of this area as well until we get to this trend line. So that's one thing that we could be potentially looking for. Like I said, I always say this on my videos, that we react to price. We don't try to predict it. So if for some odd reason price then breaks this level of support here, then we know that we would just look for a break and a retest to then continue selling this down in this overall downtrend. Does that make sense to everybody? And I know, like I said, I know it's like a 20-second lag. So I'm gonna give you guys a chance to actually comment in the comment section, to actually let me know if that makes sense to you guys. Perfect. All right. So like I said, that is for gold. Does anybody have any questions about any of those? You can go ahead and type a question in the comment section, but try to keep the question very detailed and very not too like in depth, because it's going to be hard to actually type that out. So make sure that I'm gonna be able to actually understand your question via text, because it's unlike the Zoom where all you're gonna have to type it in the overall comment section and not ask it via voice. So if anybody has any questions, just go ahead and write that in there. Okay, somebody said, where does the major fib come from? So my major fib that I have on here stems from this right here. So let me just clear this off. So my major fib right now at this moment was from here, this point A to this point B, after we broke this structure high. So impulse correction. And then we could potentially look for a continuation, but we need to see how price reacts at this level, because if price could pulls back and then just continues, then we're probably gonna overall continue in this overall downtrend structure. But if not, then we could be looking for a continuation on up to the upside. So we'll just have to see what price does. But that's why I always say, like, we don't try to predict price too far into the future. So that major structure fib that I have right now is just there for pretty much just an idea of where price can go. But ultimately, I'm not looking for a buy scenario until I get a little bit more confirmations. Somebody said on major structure looks like a head and shoulders potentially forming. Yeah, so we had an inverted head and shoulders. Let me delete this. Where do I go here? Delete this. We had an inverted head and shoulders last week that we had something like this. And that was that buy, but now I need to see, like, okay, is price going to continue on buying for overall bigger inverted head and shoulders or not? So we'll see what price does. But for right now, like I said, I'm just looking for a price to potentially push up into this green zone right here. But like I said, if price breaks beneath this level of support, then you of course will sell it down, continue selling down, because ultimately on this daily time frame, we are still in this overall downtrend structure. So on the daily, we're making a series of lower lows and lower high points on our daily time frame. So here on a daily, we could potentially see price continue pushing down unless we respect this level that we're at, and then we could then push up further. Generally, I don't see monthly levels. How important are they? Monthly levels, they're important, but to me, like, I don't use them that much. I just look for, if I'm at a monthly level, to see if I'm gonna like have a level of consolidation. That just kind of gives me an idea of what I'm working with at that point in time. Like, of course, a monthly level is not gonna make or break what I'm gonna be looking for, but it's gonna give me an overall direction of, okay, should I expect price to consolidate in this area? Should I be looking to take my profits a little bit faster or on minor structure based off of this area? Or should I be looking for price to continue on with the trend in this area? So they're important, but like I said, I don't use them super, like they're not like the main portion of my overall analysis. Does that make sense? So yeah, Virgil, yeah, major structure, like I was just saying, daily, the daily time frame is super bearish. And that's why I said I'm only looking for price to come up here. And then if we get more confirmation, like we get a break and retest of this trend line, then I'll be looking for price to continue pushing up. But until then, I'm only looking for price to come here. And once we get here, then I'll be looking to see, okay, is price going to reject this area, or is price going to push down I mean, is price going to reject this area, or is price going to break through this area to then continue pushing up? So we just got to take it step by step. The only move in the market that's like clear to me right now is price pulling back into this area. So just how Bill said in the comment section, patience is key. So you can never rush your analysis. You can never just pretty much say that, oh, price is going to go here or price is going to go there until you have enough data that's going to confirm that bias. Right now, we don't have enough data to confirm whether we're going to continue going up or we're going to continue going down, just depending on where we're at in the market right now. So you said, can you explain one more time why the 4 hour is going up? I have a downtrend on markup. So the 4 hour here, if you just look at this structure, this was just a impulse correction continuation, and then we broke this. So right now, we're sitting at this level, but I need to see if price is going to give me an overall break of this trend line down here to solidify that we're going up. But like I said, I'm not expecting price to go up until we break that trend line. Like, that's why I only have price coming to this zone, because I will be looking for sales if we get rejections. But right now, based off of this overall structure break here, then we could potentially see price push to the upside. But like I said, you got to take it step by step. So the daily time frame, like I said, was in the overall downtrend, but we just have to see what price does from this area. Does that make sense? Ninja Internet Income Ninja, when you say right where you are now, I don't know where that's at, because ultimately it's a lag behind it. So I can't really tell you, like, by the time I see the comment, I'm already have moved away from that section. So I can't really answer that. Somebody said, can you show NAS100? Yeah, we're just gonna go over NAS100 as soon as we finish gold. So everybody got gold. So like I said, we're looking for a small push up, and we need to see what price does from here. But ultimately, remember I said we need to break this dotted line before we even look to continue to go further. And ultimately, right now, I'm only looking for price to come to that zone. And then we need to see what price does from there. And that's why I said that watch price here. But like I said, if price does break beneath this level of support, break and retest, then we'll be looking to continue selling all the way down into this next level of support right here. Everybody got gold? Now let's go to NAS100. All right, so for NAS100, we can see here. Let's go to the daily time frame. NAS100 is also in an overall major structure downtrend here. We're in this downtrend. We're creating new lows, new lower lows, and new lower high points here. So now we need to see, okay, is price going to respect this level right here, or is the price going to continue pushing down? So on the 4 hour structure, we see we have this level of support here. So in order to look for more sales, we would need price to break beneath this level of support to then continue pushing down. But based off of where we're at in this overall 1 hour structure, we can see, like I said, we're at this level of support. But now we starting to form this level of divergence. What is this formation of divergence here? So we can see that we have this downtrend here, and then this uptrend here. So of course we have to wait on price to break and retest this descending channel before we even look for buys in this scenario. So you do not take a buy here until price breaks and retests this blue trend line. If it breaks and retests this trend line, if price comes to this trend line and rejects, then you'll just be looking for price to then continue on pushing down further. But we will have to have a break and retest of this before we look for this overall buy. But just how we were looking for on gold, I'm looking for a buy up to this level of resistance, and then I need to see what price is going to do from here. Is price going to respect this level of resistance here, or is price going to break above it and then continue going higher? So like I said, and I talked about this in one of my last markups, I said you always have to take it step by step, and you have step 1, step 2, step 3. So step 1, the first step is coming to this blue trend line. The second step is price then breaking and retesting this blue trend line to then come up to this level of resistance here. The third step will be, okay, do I see rejections at this level, or do I see price break impulsively, retest, and then that will confirm step 3 where we go higher. If we reject this level here, then we could potentially look for sales potentially going down here. And then also another scenario, of course, if we have a break of this support, y'all just know a simple break and retest of support resistance and sell that down. Does that make sense? If price breaks the support, do you always look for a retest? Yeah. So you never want to just enter the market if price is just breaking. Like, you never just enter impulsively. Like, you always have to wait on a break and a retest, and that's how you eliminate getting faked out. So like, if I could find an example, I'm gonna try to find an example real quick where I show you guys, like, you don't never want to just enter on a sale of a break of a support without having a retest, because then you could get faked out. So here we had this level of support that got broken, but then price came right back inside of it and closed and then pushed up. So if you would have entered a sell right here at the bearish candle, you would have got stopped out. So that's why it's important that you always make sure that you have a break and a retest. You need price to break, push away, come back, retest, reject that area, then look for price to then continue to push down. Because if you just enter on a break of this level of support, then you can get faked out really easily. Does that make sense? Does that answer your question? I don't, looking up, that's your name. So let me know if that makes sense in the comment section. Okay, perfect. All right, so like I said, on NAS, I'm looking for this overall push up only if we break and retest this descending channel. Because of course we know that descending channels, they can descend for a long time before they had that breakout. But ultimately we know that we should be looking for a buy because we're starting to have this overall divergent structure. But in this case scenario, when you have a descending channel, you want to make sure price doesn't continue to respect that overall descending channel. So it'll look a lot like this, where you have your trend lines here. Every time that price touches this line, you have to see if it's going to break first, because you don't know if it's just going to bounce off this trend line. Because of course, the story on this trend line is every time price came here, it did what? It pushed down and pushed down and pushed down. So in order to take a buy in a scenario like this, you always have to wait on a break and a retest to confirm that you're going to actually be going up. Because if you don't wait on that break and a retest, then you easily can get faked out coming back up to this trend line and bouncing off of this trend line and pushing down. Does that make sense to everybody? And let me know in the comment section if that makes sense. Somebody says, yo, what the do you take trade? Do you take your trades? Yeah, I take my trades. Of course I take my trades. I take my trades once they hit confirmation and let me know, but I'm not just about to enter the market blindly. So you always have to wait on confirmation. If it's not clear, I'm not taking it. So I'm giving y'all the markups to let y'all know what's potentially about to happen, but I'm not about to just enter blindly just because I think that it's about to push up. Like, I have to have confirmations, and that's how you don't lose trades. But if you just jumping in just because you made an analysis and you said, oh, I think it's about to go up, and then just because I think it's about to go up don't mean I'm gonna just enter any blindly trade. Does that make sense? Oh, time frame. Okay, time frame. Time frame is I enter on like the 15 or the 30 minute. So I always enter on the 15 or the 30 minute, or sometimes the 5 minute. It just depends on the pair. So if I'm on like NAS, sometimes I go down to the 5 minute just because I need a tighter entry. For 30 minute, For forex pairs, sometimes I do the 15 or the 30-minute. Please explain the time frame. The time frames, that's something that's like talked about in my course. I don't really go too deep in depth on entries on YouTube, but if you want to learn about like how to potentially enter a market, then you can go to www.litofx.com and you can become a student. Y'all laughing in the comment sections. I did. The time frame 15-minute, 30-minute to 1 hour confirmation. That don't really make sense. The time frame in 15-minute to 30-minute to 1 hour confirmation. Somebody said, I was like, why is he rude? Because I'm time for learn a new abbreviation. Yeah, I never seen nobody say TF for a time frame. I seen somebody do LTF for lower time frame, like HTF, higher time frame, but I never see somebody TF. TF to me means the F word. I ain't gonna cuss on YouTube. You said mine that gold buy. No, I'm not in no trades right now. It's a bank holiday. I'm not looking to take any trades right now, simply just because there's not a lot of volume right now in the market. But for London session and New York session coming up tomorrow, I'll definitely be looking to take some opportunities. You says in terms of build up. Oh, so yeah, I can answer that question. So in terms of build up for time frame by time frame, if you a student of the blueprint, you already know. But for those that's on YouTube, you got to the market moves in 3 phases: impulse, correction, continuation. So that's going to happen on every single time frame: impulse, correction, continuation. So like by time frame, if I'm on a 15-minute structure, that's like I could take advantage of that. But also on a smaller time frame structure, I'm gonna have another impulse, correction, continuation that's inside of this overall structure. So it's like the minor structure moves are gonna happen first before the major structure moves. So like, just to be like, it's gonna look like this pretty much. This is gonna be like, say the squiggly lines is like 5 minute, and then the big one, the big sharp line is like the 15 minute. Like there's structure that makes up this structure, but that's a little too detailed. So we gonna have to come back to that. Somebody says, do you do this every Monday? No, I haven't. This is my first time actually doing this stream. But like I said at the beginning of the call, if I get a lot of feedback from you guys where you guys enjoy this, then I will continue to drop these Monday markups. Usually I drop my markups every Sunday inside of my Telegram chat. You can get inside of my Telegram chat. I'll drop the link inside of the chat right quick, so you guys can join my free Telegram chat. And then I always drop my markups inside of there if you ever want to look at my markups. So give me 1 second while I drop the link. Let's see here. But like I said, if I get a lot of feedback from you guys, then I will continue to do these pretty much every week. So here, that's the link to join the free Telegram chat. And that's usually where I drop all my markups. Usually I just drop the screenshots. So if we go back to Nas, I believe it was last week here. I think it was this ghost pattern that I had dropped. I gave y'all that buy, and then I had gave y'all this sell right here too. So yeah, I always drop my markups inside of my free Telegram chat, and I always talk about like what I'm looking for on those things. So let's look at the comment section. Say every other Monday for sure. So I can't think enough for this video. I appreciate that. Can I do GJ? Yeah, I'll go over GJ real quick. We enjoy it. Of course, we enjoy this. I'm dead. Remember, like the video. Yeah, please, if everybody in the comment section, could y'all please hit the like button? That'd be greatly appreciated for me. Also, if y'all could go ahead and hit the subscribe button, that will be greatly appreciated as well. It helped me a lot. And like I said, if you guys are enjoying this, then I'll continue to do this overall stream. And I also talked about it with one of my friends as well, that I thought about doing like a live trading stream as well, like throughout the week, but I'm not gonna do that until like I get enough feedback from you guys from just like the basics, like the regular, you guys, tapping into the videos. And then if we continue to do the live streams, then of course I'm going to like want to do more for you guys. But if I don't get any feedback from you guys off the videos or off the live streams, then I'm not gonna go head over heels to do a live stream when nobody gonna show up. Do that make sense to everybody? So if we could, let's just say, how many subscribers? We at 2,000 subscribers right now. So we could get to 10K subscribers, then I will do a live trading session on YouTube where I'll tell y'all I'm entering the trade, where to get out, X, Y, and Z. But we got to get to 10K subscribers first. So we at 2.1 subscribers. So that means y'all got to tell all your friends, tell everybody that you know to go subscribe to my channel. And then we could do a live stream. We could do a live trading stream, but that's later on down the road. So for right now, we just gonna focus on our overall Market Mondays. That's what I like to call them, Market Mondays. This overall stream just introducing, well, not introducing, pretty much going over what I'm expecting for the week, and then also previous trades that I've taken and breaking those down. So you guys can actually watch these videos, learn something from these videos, and utilize that information. But like I was telling the last guy earlier, if you want more in-depth information, you can always become a student at www. Let me just put that right up here. www.LitoFx.com to become a student or to get my signals. That's the website that you'll go to. Ultimately, I was only accepting 10 more students inside of the overall academy, but we're right almost at 100 members. So I'm gonna cap it off at 100 members right now. Let me check my phone. We are at 91 members inside of the Blueprint course. So like I said, I'm going to cap it off at 100 students. So once we hit 100 students, then I'm not going to allow anybody else until like 2023. Then that's pretty much what we going to cap it off of. And then we'll take new students as the new year starts. So let's see here. Somebody in the question. Market Monday name is already taken. Okay, cool. Well, if that's already taken, then we'll come up with another name. Let's see here. All right, so yeah, how about this? How about y'all go into the Telegram chat and y'all come up. We're gonna come up with a name as a group what we should call the calls for every Monday. I only said Market Mondays because that just rhymes like MM, like Mike Mondays, or we could just call it Mike Mondays. Somebody said, do you do Zoom calls in the course? Yeah. So my students, they know that any of my students on here, they know that we do a call every 2 weeks where we go over anything that we've learned inside of the course. And then we talk about any questions, like if you guys have any questions about the videos, if you didn't understand anything, then you can come to me during those webinar times and you can ask those questions, and now I'll go ahead and answer those. That way you could pretty much understand what you was learning throughout the course. So somebody said Mike's Market Mondays, learn with Lito. I like that because Lito actually stands for learn, implement, teach others anyway. So learn with Lito is a good name. I like that. Money Move Mondays, I like that too. Somebody just put in the Telegram chat the Monday markup. I like that. Monday markup. The Monday markup. I kind of like that one. Somebody said markup Mondays, Mike Monday. Okay. Liddy Mondays. Okay. Yeah, I like the feedback. I definitely like the feedback. So just keep them coming. Like I said, put them in the Telegram chat. That way I could actually see and have like a report of them, and I could like come up which ones I actually want to do. But like I said, if I get enough feedback, well, right now we got 153 people on the stream. So I greatly appreciate everybody for tapping in. Got 62 likes right now. So I'm greatly appreciative of that. So with that being said, next week we'll have another stream for sure, just because we already cracked 150 people on the very first live stream. So like I said, shout out to y'all. I greatly appreciate the support. The more you guys support me, the more it makes me want to drop videos. But like if I just start dropping videos and I don't get a lot of like responses, or if I don't get a lot of feedback or a lot of people tapping into the videos, then it kind of makes me not want to do the videos, because I feel like nobody's watching them. But the more you guys watching them, then the more it makes me wants to help you guys and help you guys throughout your trading journey. So, oh, somebody just commented, said Lito's live. I like that. So let's go over GJ really quick while we on here. Then we're gonna look for our overall. We're gonna talk about this overall trade. So here on GJ, we broke this level of support here. We broke this level. So now we just need to see, okay, are we gonna come back to retest that level again? As you can see here, we're at this negative 61.8. So that negative 61.8 means reversal of course. So right now I need to see if we're gonna break this most recent lower high point right here. If we get a break and a retest here, then we can look to carry it up. So GJ is pretty much the cleanest right now, because it's just in the level of consolidation. Anytime you got like a level of consolidation, then you pretty much just wait on a break and a retest outside of that consolidation to then catch that buy opportunity. So if you catch that buy on a break and a retest of GJ, then that'll be like 100 pips up to that next level. But we need to see what price does. If price breaks beneath this level of support, then of course we'll be looking to sell this down to this level right here. So whichever way price breaks into this outside this consolidation is the way that we'll be looking for the market to go. But ultimately, like I was telling you guys, make sure this breaks and retest and doesn't just break and you enter, because you could easily be faked out. So make sure you have price break and retest, push away and come back before you look to take that buy or that sell. But ultimately, for the markup that I'm looking for right now is a retest up into this level right here, because like I said, this was just a structure level that got broken, and I'll be looking for price to then retest that level as long as if we break this black level of resistance right here. Does that make sense to everybody? Does have to break a retest a trend line or a zone. It could break test either one, but this trend line, this didn't really break this trend line because it just consolidated to the right of it. So like whenever you have a trend line break, you want to make sure that price actually breaks and pushes away from that trend line and comes back to retest that trend line to solidify that. So you never want to just like, anytime you have price going sideways up into a trend line like this, you never consider that a break. Like when you have a trend line break, you need price to push away, come back, and then look for that continuation. Somebody said always wait for a retest. Yeah, 100%, 100%. Bill said, hope y'all all taking notes. Yeah, 100%. I hope you guys study this video, actually utilize it, because we actually talked about a lot of good information on this video. So let's see here, breaking retest off resistance. Yep, 100%. So y'all got it. So actually, I'm about to set an alert on this. Let's go to the 30 before we set it. So here, I'm gonna set alert once the bar close. So once the bar close, break and retest, then I'm gonna be looking for a buy. But like I said, y'all, if this breaks beneath this support, then you're gonna look to sell it. And the only reason why I'm looking for a buy is because we had this negative 61.8 TP that hit already. So if we go to our daily structure on our GBP JPY, you can see on a daily time frame, we in this overall big consolidation. So like GJ really ain't the prettiest right now, like on major structure, but on minor structure, we got that little consolidation. We know we gotta have a break and retest to look for a potential entry going up or down, just depending on which way it goes. So here on a higher time frame structure, we got that overall consolidation, but we could still see that we still in this overall like uptrend here. So if we draw this uptrend here, so until we like break some lows, then we'd be looking for price to continue on up. So here, 30-minute. Now we just need to wait and see if we're gonna break out of this overall consolidation. Does anybody have any questions? What's the difference between setting an alert on a 30-minute or the 15-minute? Really, it's just preference. So if I was to go to the 15-minute and set the alert, and then I had it once per bar close, then that's just it's gonna alert me after the bar closes on a 15-minute time frame instead of the 30-minute time frame. But me personally, I like to wait on a 30-minute closure just because like if it closes on a 30-minute time frame, then I know like it's least likely for a fake out. But that's just preference. So you 15-minute, you can still overall have that candle closure above and get a retest, but like I said, that's just my personal preference. Somebody said you're an excellent teacher. I appreciate that. Thank you. Somebody said GJ dropping hard. Yeah, GJ is, this candle is a good 40 pip candle. But the reason why I like, actually, let's look at this real quick. Hold on. Here, this is a level of resistance here. If this level continues to be maintained, then you could potentially look for a price to push up. But we in this consolidation level, so you got to be careful because it could easily push down to this level of support right here again. So, like I said, you always wait for confirmation, and the reason why it's important for you guys to understand wait on confirmation is because like you want to make sure you're not entering a trade too early just because you're looking at the charts. Like you never just want to like get on the charts and say, oh, I got to enter a trade just because I'm looking at the charts right now. Like even though I do the ghost patterns to give y'all an idea of like what I'm expecting, that doesn't mean that I'm just gonna go and enter the trade right then and there. Like I'm not gonna enter the trade until it's clear as day telling me that I have a break in a retest. Like if I don't have that break in a retest, then there's no point of me even looking at the charts unless I'm doing my markups. So like right now, I got my markups, I got my alert set. So now that I have my alert set, then now it's just a waiting game. My alert don't go off, then it's nothing really for me to even be doing right now because it's like price is consolidating. So there's nothing really for me to do. Like I'm not gonna trade unless I was already in this trade. I'm not gonna just place an order in the middle of consolidation just because. Yeah, somebody said hit the like button, family. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Definitely hit the like button for me. Somebody said, can I look at GU? I don't trade GU, so I honestly don't really mark that up. Like I can look at it, but I don't really trade it like that. So like you can see here, like I don't even have nothing on GU for like a long time, but it's pretty similar to GJ. Just giving y'all a quick analysis. This is the level of support. If we break and retest this level of support, carry it down to this level of resistance right here. That's just like, like Forex 101. You break one level, go on to the next level. And then here, you want to have a break of this level here. You get a break and a retest of this level here, then look to carry that up to this level right here. So that's really much what I can give you on GU because I don't trade GU. So I'm just giving y'all like a real quick analysis on that. What's the best time to trade NAS100 Eastern time? After 9:30. Do you wake up early to trade GJ or you wait for your alert to get here? Honestly, I haven't even traded GJ in like a few months, probably like a few weeks, but I don't really trade GJ because I really like to stick to gold and NAS100 because they The reason why I trade gold and NAS100 is because they move during the times that I'm up. So like I wake up early in the morning for New York session. So gold is a New York pair and NAS is a New York pair. So I trade the pairs that's in my session. GJ be moving like learn this session. So like I don't really be up for GJ. I don't like to be up on the charts late at night. I like to get my sleep. So I personally like unless GJ is super clear during New York, then I really don't trade it. For GJ, would you move the fib to find the lower low instead of stopping at the negative 61.8? Yeah, once you make a new low, but you got to make a new low first. So see here how this was this low. Once we get a new low, then I'll have a point A to a point B to draw my fib, wait for price to pull back, and then continue on. Are you on the East Coast? I'm in Central Time. I'm in Central Time. Oh, I meant to tell you guys this too. So if you're one of my students, or if you in my chat, and I've like conversed with you, or you talked to me on Instagram before, now don't hold me to this just yet because I'm still debating on it. But I'm thinking about doing a small, very small, not nothing big, like something like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. But I'm thinking about doing like a potential meet and greet this upcoming week in a city. I'm traveling to a city. I know a few of my students is actually in that city. So my students, I'm gonna reach out to y'all. But for anybody that's on YouTube, I don't really know who this on YouTube, so I don't know what to say where I'm about to be. But I might have a meet and greet. And if I do have a meet and greet, then I'm gonna post it on my Instagram page. My Instagram page is mike.lito, MIKE.LITO. If I do have a meet and greet, I'm going to post it, but I will let you guys know. But I'll announce the city once I decide if I'm actually gonna do the meet and greet. I'm not gonna tell the city while I'm there until I'm actually until I actually decide if I'm gonna do it. But like I said, it will be a very small, very small meet and greet. It will just be like y'all can meet me at Starbucks, link up with me, ask me a couple questions in person, buy some coffee, get some drinks, something like that. Then that will be like it. It wouldn't be like no, like I'm renting out a spot or anything like that. It would just be a quick meet and greet where I just know I got a lot of students in that city, so that's the only reason why like it even came across my mind, because I know a couple of my students told me like next time you're here, come to let's meet up. So that's the only reason why I'm actually thinking. But let's see, somebody said, can you do one in Dallas? If I could get enough people to pull up in Dallas, yeah, I'll potentially do one. Let's say yes, do it. Yeah, so I'm looking for it. So it just depends on how many people in that city. So yeah, we'll decide on that. But just to reiterate, somebody asked, could I go over gold? So gold, we was looking for a price to pull back up here to then potentially go lower. But here we have this strong bearish candle. So like I told y'all, if this price breaks and retests this support, then look to carry it down to at least this area of resistance, turn support here. So if we break this level right here, then the next level we come into is right here. And that's a good, let's see, a good 80-ish pips. But like I said, we gotta wait for more confirmation. The market not super clear right now just because we just came off this bank holiday. The market really wasn't moving. It wasn't a lot of volume in the market. So we just gotta wait for more data to be formed. And that's another like gem I want to give to y'all. So like if price isn't clear when y'all looking to do a markup or try to see where price is going next, if it's not clear, sometimes you just have to wait for price to give you more data to then see what price is going to do next. Like sometimes like I'm giving y'all this markup because of course, like I said, I was going to do the markup on Monday, but like sometimes if it's not clear, you just got to wait it out until price gives you another, like gives you more data to give you a prediction of what's about to happen next based off the data that's been given. But if the current data that you have is not clear, then sometimes you just got to wait it out until it gives you a little bit more clear data. Then you reassess. Because if you try to stare at a chart and it's not clear to you and you just try to force something, then you're going to start to like see things that's not really there. You're going to start to force things, then you will ultimately like lose a trade for no reason, trying to get in the market when it's not ready. Like sometimes you just have to wait until the market is ready so you can then act upon it. But sometimes even when you do your markups, the market is not ready to tell you what's about to happen next. That makes sense to everybody? Let me know in the comment section if that makes sense. And then somebody said, can I post this? Yeah, this is gonna be on my page. This is gonna be this is gonna be on my actual like videos. So y'all can rewatch this video. Somebody said, is there a difference between NAS100 and US 30? Yeah, so I treat each pair as its individual own, like every pair is its own pair. So you have to treat it as such. Even though NAS100, like if you compare them, they look real similar. Like if I look at this on the 4-hour and then look at US 30, like they still in the same downtrend structure, but you could see like there's little differences in between them. So you got to treat each pair as its own. Like you can't just say, oh, just because US 30 is buying up right now, that means NAS is going to buy up right now. Like NAS might have to push down a little bit further before it buys up. So like you ultimately have to treat each pair as its own pair. Like never look at one pair and say, oh, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. And that's why, like, I know somebody asked me in my chat last week, like the DXY is going up, this and that. Like, so like the DXY is going up. That doesn't just mean gold is going to go down. It's a probability, but it's not just guaranteed that gold is going to go down from the DXY going up. The DXY could be going up and gold could be going up at the same exact time. So you just got to be mindful of that. So here, now that I said that, let me just do this DXY. We see we hit this negative 61.8 on this DXY. So if this DXY breaks and retests this little trend line to go lower, then we can expect that to continue pushing lower and then potentially going up. But we just have to wait and see what price does. Like I said, it's not guaranteed that gold's going to go up just because the DXY is going down. Like sometimes they're correlated, but not often. I mean, not all the time they're 100% correlated. But let's see. All right, so we did DXY, we got gold, we did NAS. All right, so that's gonna be pretty much the end of it. We pretty much went over all pairs. We sitting almost right at an hour. So just to reiterate, if you guys were looking to look for these buys or these sales, then you just wait on confirmation for this buy up here, and then the sell, of course, the confirmation to sell beneath here. Same thing for NAS. If we break this support, then we look to sell. And if we break and retest this trend line, then we look to buy. And then same thing for GJ, whichever, how we respect this consolidation that we in. And then also, for those that want to go further with their education, you can visit www.LitoFx.com to become a student. Like I said, I am capping it at 100 students. Right now we're at 91. So that means there's 9 more spots available for the whole 2022. And then I'm going to close it off for my students. Like I was talking about in my Telegram as well, my students, I'm going to be doing overall a lot more one-on-one sessions with you guys, because I want to tailor onto my online students. That's where kind of like my main focus is right now, is to make sure my students are good. So if you want to be a part of that, there are 9 slots available until we hit 100. Then I'm going to cap it out. Also, if you want to get signals, then of course you go to LitoFx.com, purchase signals, learn to earn. I always post the chart markups that are pretty much in relation to the signal that's being called. That way you can learn to see like, okay, where did he take the setup X, Y, and Z? And then make sure you guys also, like I said earlier, hit the like and subscribe button. If you subscribe to the channel, then of course you'll be notified when I go live, because sometimes I might not just say, might not put it on Instagram that I'm going live. So if you subscribe to the channel, then of course you will be notified that I'm live, and then that way you could just hop right on and then you won't miss a thing. So be sure to do that. Somebody said Christmas is coming up, pick a family member and bless them with the membership. That's a good idea. That's a great idea. Probably I might do something like that. What else? Let me see. Am I missing anything else? Oh, make sure you guys go watch the other videos. Go watch all my videos on my channel, and that will be a great addition to what we talked about today. So if you didn't understand anything that we talked about today, then of course, make sure you go and actually rewatch those videos. That way, you can be pretty much in the loop of what I'm pretty much talking about. So if you didn't understand anything, then watch those videos. You'll kind of get a better understanding of everything that we talked about today. And then also go watch those trade breakdowns. So the trade breakdowns are very helpful as well. That way you guys see like, okay, what was his thought process behind him entering these trades, X, Y, and Z. So with that being said, I hope this video was super helpful for you guys. I hope you guys learned a lot. And then also be on the lookout for some overall new videos coming out soon. Oh, that's one more thing. I'm dropping a how to backtest video. It's probably gonna be released in like the next week or two. I got a lot of stuff that I'm cooking up right now. I got a lot of stuff that I want to bring to the channel. Like I want to do like a lot of stuff on YouTube. So I need you guys support and I need you guys help to get me there. So if you guys engage with the channel, engage on the live streams, X, Y, and Z, then of course I'm gonna be dropping more live streams and I'm gonna be dropping more videos as well to help you guys. So with that being said, be on the lookout for the how to backtest video coming soon. And make sure you hit that subscribe button to be notified as soon as it drops so you can be the first one to watch that video, because who knows, I might do a giveaway for the first comment or something under the video. Who knows? So just be on the lookout for that. And then with that being said, I'll see you guys next week. And then make sure you guys be you write in the Telegram chat, what should we come up with the name for our Monday calls. So like I said, I will see you all next week.